What's up, everybody? I'm ZoinkMeister Adam, joined by ZoinkMeister Patrick.
Hello!
And we're playing Infamous Second Son on the PS5.
AKA the Better Forspoken. I managed to get to the next mission. I think I've done most of the side stuff that's important anyway. You said to remind you though of the porn thing, now that I finished my little story.
Yeah. So I had this boss a while back, and back when I worked for a pretty large scale company of some sort, of which I won't say yet. And he was telling me something like, oh, what did you do this weekend? And I was just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I went to this convention. He was like, oh, cool. What kind of convention? I was like, oh, cars. It was cool. It was like a little meetup. They had some stuff. Really like this expo on this like electric car conversion thing. And he was like, oh, yeah. The last convention I went to was a porn convention. And then like I wasn't alone in the room. So I looked at him. I was like, you go to porn conventions? He's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, the porn conventions here aren't nearly as good, though. And I was like, excuse me?
As where?
And then he's like, oh, for a while. He's like, I'm from Holland.
Oh.
And he's like...
And that's the place with the porn convention.
Yeah, he's like, man, the porn conventions in Amsterdam are nothing like here. And I was like, I bet. And he's like, yeah, I loved him, man. I wish I could go back. It was crazy. That guy lived a crazy life.
Did he mention like what it was about porn conventions that was like?
No, I didn't want to know.
I was like, no.
But he had said he was.
No, I don't think so. No.
He ended up saying that he wanted to. He graduated high school and then joined the Holland Army back when he was a citizen over there.
Okay.
And then did that for a while. I guess he specialized. He was like a tank tech, so he would operate and repair tanks.
I'm so close to getting that level up. Look at that. Oh.
It's like right on the tip.
Yeah.
And so he would operate and repair tanks and whatever. And then he said afterwards he was cooking for a while, like as a chef.
Yeah.
Like bouncing around. And then after that, he said that that he became like a minor professional soccer player and breakdancer.
Oh.
As like a career for a while. And then he was doing that for quite some time until his brother, who had moved to the United States, said, and this is back in the 90s.
Yeah.
He's like, brother, you need to move to America. And he's like, yes, brother. And he's like, yes, you must move to America and join big company I worked for. Super big, huge company, never go under. And he's like, oh yeah, what is it? Kmart. So he moves... He moves to the United States, joins Kmart, right? He does that for a little bit, ends up going under. And then he ends up going to, what was it? I think he wanted to get a job at the 7-Up bottling company.
Okay.
And then he went for an interview and he said the doors, like the windows were boarded up with wood. Like it was abandoned. And he's like, oh, is this the wrong place? And then he saw that like there was still business going on in the back, and like the sign was broken, windows were broken.
Jeez.
And he like let himself in, and he's like, is this the 7-Up? He's like, yeah, who are you? He's like, I had an interview today. He's like, I don't remember setting up nothing. Ooh, goodness, he ate the bird.
Did you see that the explosion chain of like I hit one person and they blew up and blew someone else up that blew someone else up?
Well,
it did a lot of evil.
It just be like that sometimes.
I've been promoted to most wanted, one step closer to becoming infamous.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah, I went in there, I did the interview. They were like really sloppy. It reeked of like like all kinds of, like it stunk in there. There was like cracks in the infrastructure of the building. He's like, so I exited the building and I stepped right outside, and there was another building next to it, and I walked in there and asked for a job, and they hired me.
Wow.
And then that's how I ended up meeting him at whatever my job ended up being later. But it was crazy. It was a crazy thing. He was a crazy guy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm crazier.
Yeah, he was an interesting guy for like various reasons. Like, I remember me and another coworker were standing next to him and we were joking. I had like comedically large boots.
Okay.
Like they were like regular working boots, but they like happened to have like a bulbousy tip where the toes were because they were steel toed.
Yeah.
And the other coworker at the time was like, man, look at your big old clown boots, right? And we were making jokes. And then we looked at his shoes next to us, and they looked very small, like very, very, very small. And I looked at him, and I was like, I glanced at him, and then his shoes, and then my shoes, and I was like, oh man, they look like half the size. And then my coworker was like, hey, boss, what shoe size do you wear? And he's like, oh, I wear a women's 8.5. Oh. And then we looked at him and we looked at each other's eyes and said, dude, did he say women's? He's just a crazy guy. He was a crazy,
He's like, look, man, you can't go to the porn conventions without at least a woman's 8.5.
Yeah, it was just very, I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it was just very crazy. He was a very interesting boss.
That sounds wild. I think we're ready to start this mission though.
Okay.
Wow, I can get the enemy drained now? I can't wait to drain somebody.
I'm gonna drain the enemy dry.
Drain it like I drained the, anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
My probation isn't up yet.
Okay, so I guess we're in now.
Oh, hey.
I have 9 shards, so I'm gonna get this. Execute a surrendering or coughing enemy will restore some energy. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I feel like I do that sometimes. And I also have enough to finish off my drain smoke. So
smoke.
That's 2 things. And yeah, that's about it. I don't remember what we were
drain
doing.
Neon right there. I don't know if you want to boost it.
I don't think I can. I think it's locked. Yeah, it's locked behind.
Oh, you have to be inFAMOUS.
inFAMOUS. Yeah. So I can't do that. But that's okay. We have some tags in the area, and it looks like I missed actually 1 tracker drone, so I can grab that too. So let's do the route. I'll do this and then this and then this and then
that.
And then that.
So it came to Patrick's attention that I never got to. Oh, boom! You were just hit by the car and it rolls the credits.
Never stand under an elephant.
Interesting.
Is it because the?
Is it? You think it's poop or is it like a hot dog style joke? Or?
You know. Yeah, I was actually leaning towards. I thought it was pee. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pee.
Oh, it might be pay.
Pie. I feel like there's so many things we have to address. So little did you guys know. Can we talk about Adam finished his final this semester?
Oh, thanks.
This is the first time I've ever seen green.
Oh, it is. It's like a lime, or not a lime, like a slime, like a Shrek green.
Yeah, like a Shrek green. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this angle.
Oh, is it because it's gonna kill the witch? Probably, right?
Oh, is it pee? Pee kills the witch?
No, like water from the elephant trunk, probably.
Think so?
Probably. She's melting.
I know, but urine would definitely do it. Let's see. Let's see this finished product.
I'm sure it's not that grass.
A man, a plan, and an aerosol can.
It's exactly that and nothing else.
It's definitely 100% pee.
What's happening? Oh,
the district shirt doesn't have variable.
District Showdown now available.
So Adam got his last final this semester.
Yeah. Those two are
See, it's
done.
like green water, and it's like rinsing off of it and then down onto the lady.
And it just happens to be the excess of water drip from the genital section. Yeah.
But no, see, it is green water. I mean, to be fair, the neon sign uses green for the water.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I like his little hat. You see the little elephant hat?
Yeah. It's like a little. I think it's supposed to be a bar of soap, but it looks kind of like a fez.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cute. I like his little tail personally.
Oh yeah. It's like just enough tail to get the job done. I don't need too much tail. I got this right here.
What'd you say to me?
There's some musicians that apparently need quote unquote silencing.
Hey buddy, we don't have to do this, but here I was about to bust.
Sorry about this, kid, but the game says you're worth points.
Ooh man, the scariest part to me is when they I shoot them and then they explode sort of thing. And it's like he had a second to think about his mistake of just performing music on the street like a normal
I feel like it hurts.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a second. It's like the Tsukuyomi where it's just like infinite, like 100 years of pain before.
Relive your whole childhood real quick.
Yeah. All right, payback. Remember this one before was a DUP. Like climbing a ladder, something weird like that.
Something like that.
So anyway, so Adam and I went to breakfast this morning.
We did.
To celebrate the end of the semester.
Yeah, it was cool.
And
cool semester.
We've talked about like a ton of stuff.
We have.
So I feel like a lot of that has to come out here, hopefully in this recording session. And so we'll see if we can get to all the things that have been happening. But like we've been chatting away. That's the thing. When you're friends with someone, it's hard to hang out and not just chat constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, we get here to record and it's like, Dave, I
feel like we never run out of material. We just never get through all of it.
We just have too much to talk about.
Impossible. That was me just the other day. I had a huge stomach ache.
I just wrapped myself in toilet paper and hoped it would be enough.
It was quite literally this exact moment. It was horrible.
Oh.
The toilet wanted its revenge for what I did.
Oh yeah, that's
to
right.
it.
So the other one was they were standing in line for the bathroom. Remember, there's like a line of few people and they're like all had to go. But this one's like revenge of the toilet or something like that.
Payback.
Yeah. Okay. So what thing do we want to address first in terms of
what do we have on the table?
We were talking about
the car.
There's the Gerf.
Oh, the Gerfunkel. Yeah.
GerfTuber. I was telling Adam about that. Oh my goodness, I cannot aim for the life of me.
How early do you think the recording this would be?
You know, it's very hard to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should get the GerfTuber out. That way, if people would be inclined to watch it, just for his sake.
Yeah. So that's true. By the time this episode comes out, though, I wouldn't be surprised if the GerfTuber competition would be over. I think it ends this Friday. And so I'm pretty confident that there's literally no way this video is going up in time. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have I feel like the neon is way worse.
As a bad boy gun?
Yeah, because you don't get any slow-mo.
Yeah, slow-mo really is night and day.
You cannot kill. So I can still see their weak spots, but I don't get the slow-mo. They still move at full speed.
What if somebody said that to you? Like in a world of powers, where people have powers, right?
Yeah, go on.
And you said, you know, your power is intangibility or whatever. Or what did you call it? Stasis. What was your power called?
Oh, are you talking about the shifting?
Shifting, astral shifting. Yeah. Okay, so let's say you're like, oh, in a superpowered universe, you're like, oh, my power is astral shifting. And then someone looked deep in your eyes and said, my power is knowing your weaknesses. And you're like, what do you mean? And you're like, don't worry about it. Like, they just didn't tell you, but they know exactly how to defeat you.
Yeah, well, I feel like, isn't that just Batman's power in a nutshell?
Well, I mean, he has to like research it, right? He has to like watch you from afar. Like, if their power is like, they just look at you and they're like, interesting.
I know.
Yeah. It's quite the ingrown toenail you have there.
That's my weakness? Just an ingrown toenail?
And he gives you a little kick and you're like, you just collapse on the floor. Oh,
that hurt way more than I thought it would.
Oh my God, is it bleeding? Oh, it's not bleeding, but man, that hurt. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my power's about to run out. Quick, I need something to kill.
It's a bust.
I need to bust. Oh yeah, so the GerfTuber of the year competition is going on right now as we're recording, but I think it'll be long over by the time we this episode posts. So I was telling Adam all about it, and he had so many questions, and I didn't answer any of them.
not a one.
It was wonderful. It was a good time. So yeah, I'd recommend checking out Angry Dad Gaming channel. He did a video about it. It's really funny. His GerfTuber of the Month video back a little ways back when he got nominated for that was pretty darn good. I mean, it was really funny. His GerfTuber of the year was kind of a little bit more laid back in comparison. I think just because so basically it was like a roast. I don't know if everyone does like a roasting competition, but he certainly did. And like it was a pretty aggressive, like he just like laid them over the boards. You know, like
pulled down the old pants and grabbed the paddle.
Yeah. It was pretty aggressive. It was really funny, but like I think he felt the need to like was like maybe I should calm this here down a little. Just because it was. And so the second one that he did, the GerfTuber of the year, was mostly like complimenting people instead of just giving them the old paddle boarding.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to build up a rampage because I don't have my ability. So I'm trying to find, are you the musician? I'm sorry, you're dead now. Street musician assaulted. Yeah, I'm trying to do some evil things.
Oh, look. Look at some peaceful protest going on right here.
Oh boy, I can't wait to bust them wide open.
Oh.
I can assault so many. And then there's some cops over here fighting some druggies. And I get to
my God.
end them. Yo. Oh, come here, Bobby. Where are you? There you are. I'm sorry. Oh, there's another thing we were talking about, making fun of, was the idea of adding just Hank Hill into movies.
Like overdubbing previous movies?
Yeah, with King of the Hill characters.
I need you to take point over there, Patrick. Grab the minigun so I can secure this here hill.
Oh, I got my thing. I got my obliteration. I got my thing. There we go.
Well, I need you to go secure the Burger Town. Well, dang old Burger Town with the javelin.
Dang old Burger Town. I go.
Burger Town with the dang old javelin.
So that was another thing we were talking about this morning. I'm trying to remember. I think there was a third thing that we're about to bring up. Oh yeah, I'll hold off on that one though. I think a little bit. I have one that I want to talk about. Thrawn, so the Ahsoka show came out recently.
Okay.
I mean, not super recently. I think a lot of people have seen it. I haven't finished it yet.
I haven't seen it at all.
Yeah, I'm not totally caught up on it. And so I don't want to give any spoilers for like the little bits that I do know, but I have heard that people are complaining about Thrawn, and I haven't gotten to the Thrawn bit yet, so I don't know like exactly what they're complaining about.
That's the little grass guy in Elementals, right?
What in the world are you talking about?
Elemental, the movie just came out.
Oh,
for Disney.
Yeah. Okay.
What's his
yeah.
name? Krog or something?
Probably. I
Something
don't
like that.
I try my best not to pay attention as I watch that movie. I did see it though. It was a movie.
As did I. I saw it.
Gunsicle. That's kind of dark but in like a cute way. I feel like.
You want a sip of my gunsicle?
Yeah, right. I think that's the idea. Is that like suck on this and then.
You're welcome, world.
That is kind of cute. In a dark sort of.
Somebody already took a bite. That's how you know I'm bad.
That's how you know I'm bad. Yeah. So so I want to talk a little bit about who Thrawn is as a character, just because I think he's an interesting character in the Star Wars universe, and I feel like this TV show did not do him justice from what I've heard, from what I heard. So if you've seen the Rebels TV show, that did a pretty good job of making him like, as a character, he's a villain. He's like Imperial. His whole like shtick as a character is that.
Does that say just swag?
Up
Turn
there?
left. Go up there and turn. Yeah. Does that say just left?
Oh, left. Sorry. Yes, it's swag.
Just swag.
Let's see what it is. What kind of a store is swag?
Yeah, we sell swag.
Up to 50% off. They got a sale. That's all I know. So I can tell you. Did you see that the Spider-Man 2 video game, they added like procedurally generated windows and stuff with like actual 3D environments now?
Wow.
Yeah, so like if you look into a random window like this, instead of being just like closed,
There might
like,
be a naked woman in there.
I mean,
Patrick, what kind of rated R game are you talking about?
Yeah, in Spider-Man 1, they had like little environments, but they're very obviously like 2D pictures, you know? Like,
yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay. And there's never anyone in them. But yeah, now they actually have like little scenes with like people and stuff like that. And so yeah, it seems pretty interesting. And like aggressive amount of, work going into that, but pretty cool. So Thrawn, I remember this was a paper airplane originally. It's probably just gonna be like a bomb now or something like that.
I don't remember.
He was just throwing a big old paper airplane.
What would you do if it was clearly like absolutely like just a huge, like JoJo? It's just a JoJo reference. Like it's clearly like a big muscular man's like in a fabulous position.
JoJo's awesome. I love JoJo. So that's what I was gonna say is, so Thrawn, like I said, you could watch the Rebel show and you kind of get a good idea. His whole thing as a character is that basically he's like ridiculously good at like tactical planning for like battles and stuff like that, to the point where he.
Delson, you are one talented son of a.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so it looked identical to this, but he had a blue shirt, and instead of a DUP guy, it was a paper airplane. That was what the other one looked like. So
Drinking
I think we
water, by
got
the way.
everything that's important. I think we got all the stencils and all of the tracker drones, which is all I care about.
Oh.
Yeah, so can I fast travel over here? Wouldn't that be nice? No? Is it not gonna let me? How do you fast travel in this game?
I think you have to go to the DUP areas.
Oh, I see. I have
The
to fast
final
travel from
showdowns.
one to the other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's slower than just running there, right?
I mean, maybe we are on PS5.
We're on PS5. Should I try doing a district showdown and then teleporting over? Because we literally have never shown that before.
Sure.
Okay. So we'll do that. So yeah, his whole thing is like, if you watch the Rebel show, you kind of get the impression that like he's basically like tactical genius and would absolutely win every single battle if it weren't for the fact that, the main characters can pull some like shenanigans that there's no way he could possibly have accounted for, sort of thing. And so that's kind of how they get away with, gosh dang it, him losing. And so for what I've heard in the Ahsoka show is he's just kind of not like that. Oh, I haven't done enough in this
You never do
district.
it enough.
Okay, I've done enough in this district, I guess. Let's do the OG. This one's got to be easy. I think this one's pretty simple.
The toesies.
The
huh?
toesies. So in an example of how extreme this is in the books, there were a series of, it was a trilogy of Thrawn books that were written by the original inventor because Thrawn is a Legends canon character. He's from the OG Star Wars.
Okay.
And so Timothy Zahn, I think, is the author who invented Thrawn. He also wrote some new canon books, Disney canon books, whatever. And so there's the Thrawn trilogy. And so in the third one, which is called Thrawn Treason, I want to say.
I don't know why a Thrawn son of her own, but go on.
Hi, you've reached the DUP helpline. Do you have a bioterrorist?
Let's see. I'm sure it's the same thing they always say, right?
Dear, a
It looks cool, though.
bioterrorist has covered this billboard in amazing avant-garde
Yeah, we've heard this one before.
design.
Amazing.
Resist.
Strange. Second time a billboard has been.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure they're in the same order every time.
Send DUP troops immediately.
Strange. So, in this book, at some point, Thrawn has one Star Destroyer, and he goes up against, bust. He goes up against.
Have you guys seen my bust cannon?
Have you guys seen my bust cannon? He goes up against 3 other Star Destroyers. Did you see how I'm just getting peppered with like machine gun fire, and it's doing nothing? Like, I cannot be stopped.
Ooh, another thing just showed up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, they died anyways.
Oh!
But yet another one showed up somehow.
Jeez.
Looks like you blew the coop a little too early.
Yeah, it seems like it. There we go.
Ah, their heads. Without them, they're powerless.
So, Thrawn has one Star Destroyer. He's going up against 3 Star Destroyers. And what he does is he writes down a set of instructions for his second in command to follow, which is Commodore Pharaoh is his second in command.
Okay.
And so Commodore Pharaoh takes these instructions and then Thrawn leaves the ship and gets in like a little, like mini boat, whatever,
All right.
to get on the enemy ship. Like he like chases down the enemy ship and gets on board. And then he like talks to the commander of the enemy and he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, I just wanted a better seat for the show." And he commences to mollywop this guy from a set of pre-written instructions in a 1v3 battle.
What?
The whole fight, he pre-writes the instructions. He just tells his second in command's like, "Do this in this order when this happens." And the enemy, who like, he's on the bridge of the enemy ship the whole time, he watches this guy completely go through, like, it's the most Joseph Joestar, like, you're about to say, like, level nonsense of just like, next you're going to do this. And it's like, it is wild. So that's who Thrawn is as a character. Like, his whole, like, gimmick is basically that, like, he's so tactically genius that, like, unless something happens that's, wildly outside of his control, he will absolutely always win. Like he's easily able to predict his enemies to the degree of like they don't even know what they're going to do and he does.
I'm all out of chakra, Sasuke, but I'm not out of options.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yo. Oh, there's the guys right here. I'm just gonna kill them all.
They've been silenced.
Good. Some of them blew up. That was all according to plan. I think I was headed the wrong way, actually. I think I was supposed to go to this red one. I'm so used to going to blue because I'm such a good guy.
I'm such a good boy.
Such a nice boy. Everything I do is good. And no one can tell me otherwise.
ZoinkMeister likes boy.
ZoinkMeister likes... Civilians! Quick!
Civilians.
I need to... Oh!
Well, what are you just standing there for? Those poor people. Drive over them.
I was hoping to get another streak before I started the mission, but
So
I don't see any evils around.
a couple while back,
on.
goodness. Oh, that wasn't a sentence and it was immediately followed by a yawn. A couple of sessions back, I had asked Patrick what his dream car was or
Yes.
some dream car shenanigans.
That was another thing.
So
There we go, I got my...
was it like regular dream cars or are we talking like money's not an option dream cars?
I don't know. I mean,
Why?
you're the one that brought it up. So I'm honestly not 100% sure.
Oh boy. Well, that guy's dead.
Oh, that one's trying to surrender. But here I was, about to buzz. All right. Oh, going towards the evil one. Going the wrong way. After I killed the police officers, no way I can do the good mission.
Wow, there's no going back, Reggie. Wow.
You know how many of your kind I've killed?
A lot, Reggie.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, so you were saying like, do you have a dream car? I wish I could remember the context of why you brought it up. But and so I was saying, I don't know. I don't know if you meant, I guess we can talk about both, right? Wait, we'll wait for the cutscene.
What's up?
But we're on dream cars, don't forget.
That's all for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and like it. If you have anything to say, comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more of our Zoinky infamous fun. I've been ZoinkMeister Adam. He's ZoinkMeister Patrick.
Zoink out.
Zoink out.